The Beatles changed the face of popular music and reached the heights of public and professional acclaim. For most kids, though, it's a dream that could never come true. Or could it? In a glittering world where hype and hard cash generate as much hysteria as talent, just how easy is it to become a rock and roll star?
Power to the people!
Tonight, we create an imposter in the world of popular music.
They're getting a bit worried about security now because they're all going wrong.
We follow his every step as he climbs the charts, performs live and signs a recording contract. This is television journalist Nick Knowles. And this is rock superstar Carrick. Nick Knowles is 31 years old, married with 2 young children. He normally works as a TV journalist, but tonight he'll set about convincing the music industry and the record-buying public that he is a star in the making.
Can you see?
Well, he hasn't got any talent at all. He can't sing. He sings in the bath in the morning and we all sort of like get under the duvet. He gets a bit carried away and they say, "Daddy, stop it, stop singing."
Nick can't fool his family, but can he fool the multi-billion-pound music industry? We hire Birmingham record company boss Barry Tomes to help us transform him into rock star Carrick.
First you've got to fool the industry, then you've got to fool the public. So the first thing we need to do is work out how we're going to fool the industry and have you accepted as one of them.
Don't need a phone at all. We got a thing that's called Red I Love. We got a
Our first stop is the recording studio. Well, actually, a converted bedroom above a friend's house.
We got a line in the sky.
I have to go back a little bit. There's a section to be filled in. Didn't come in on cue.
On the second
verse?
All right.
Yeah?
When I get lonely and the sure I've had enough.
The song? Well, in case you don't recognise it, Nick is attempting a cover version of the 70s rock classic Radar Love. The finished version will be nothing like the original.
I'm not too bothered about the studio. I can create any sound in the studio for no real money. We can make you sound exactly how we want to.
Barry's confidence is being put severely to the test. We'll just have to make sure that his appearance takes everyone's mind off his voice.
What I think we need to do is to be totally outrageous with you to look at, but then go totally the opposite with the way you are. In other words, less is more. When you look at it, it's like, so this crank coming at me, image, big, makeup maybe, long flowing hair, over-the-top rings, all of that. But to speak to, you're a quiet, gentle little pussycat. Can you manage that?
I'm thinking of big hair, that's the main thing.
Yeah.
So and have a look at...
Oh, right, we've got plenty of... oh, there's loads here.
Something like this,
yeah.
Real long, real bushy.
Doing well. My need is such. I pretend too much. I'm lonely, but no one can tell. Oh, yes, I'm the great pretender. Adrift in a world of my own. I play the game, but
when you've got the dress on, love, you'll be fine.
So you're getting to like this, aren't you?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. It's weird, isn't it? Well, this is it. I'm going to, you know...
Carrick has yet to be seen or heard in public, but Barry has persuaded one of the Midlands' largest clubs to book him for his first live show, and many more venues are showing an interest in our star.
I mean, we've got a long way to go on this. It's going to be a very long day today.
1, 2, 3, 4.
One problem, there's no backing band, so we hastily hire 4 dancers.
7, 8.
And press a few hundred promotional copies of his CD to distribute to disc jockeys eager to give airtime to Carrick Fear's new single.
Nirvana, Status Quo, Carrick Fear, Taylor Dane, Louis Armstrong.
I'm a star, aren't I?
Mantovani. You're a star. You're a star. Not yet, you know. Not yet, you know. We've got a lot of work to do. Listen. Now, we've only just going to...
This is it now, isn't it? Because we're away. We've got something to show them.
These are actually about to be delivered to the office to be distributed. But even before that, the great news is already we've got editorial services in Belgium doing a feature for all European pop magazines. We've got the Oslo Rock Festival. Want to book you for that. They're going to confirm that later in the year.
They haven't heard anything yet.
Doesn't matter. We've got over 500 club DJs now have requested the CD. OK? The phones went berserk on the third. No problem. Going berserk there was.
I know, it's going to take me like 3 days to get this grid off my face. I was hoping I'd get some trousers in here as well, so some of the old-fashioned jobbers and things like that. Yeah. You sure I don't want to hack? Because there's some pretty funky hacks. Actually, that's quite effective, isn't it? You like?
Yeah, that's
what do you think? Because I'm like 4 and 4 chest.
Yeah.
The blue's quite nice. If your mum had taught me to do my shoelaces, probably I'd have been all right, wouldn't I? There's some natural movement about it, that's the thing.
Yeah, that's right. Are they in tune?
How would I know?
Exactly.
I haven't sung in a long, long time. And people didn't like it when I did. So.
Right. We haven't got to worry about whether you can sing or play guitar, really. If you create an imposter, you're creating an image, really. And the music business is full of imposters anyway. You don't have to be talented to go in the charts. You don't have to be good at any particular thing other than being able to carry that off.
Dress rehearsals at the Dome 2 nightclub in Birmingham and the first public tests for Carrick Fear. His dancers have no idea he's a fake.
Stop! I'm going to stop that. Can you come here, guys? Excuse me, girls. Can we get this? This is what we need to do. That's the first run through you've done, right?
Yeah.
You've only got 2 or 3 more. That was totally off. You missed all your cues. You missed the first one on there. You're miming it, remember? Yeah. You're miming it. We've got to get this right. As far as I'm concerned, you should have had 2 weeks for this. We've had a day.
So it's perfectly obvious I can't do the dance routines. They're just not built for built for a bloke. They're not built for normal speed. If I try, they're like you can get away with it if you're a small girl. You can't get away with that sort of speed thing if you're a big guy.
I know that. I want to see a run through. If I'm not happy, I'm not letting them go to the end because they're going to get tired. I'm literally going to. If I'm not happy at any point now, I'm stopping it. The bottom line is this: you see this floor? There's going to be 2,000 people in here tonight. You've got 30 seconds. They will clear this floor and you will see all of them tiles tonight. If you see them tiles tonight, we've lost it completely tonight. We've lost it. We're running out of time, guys. Can we get this together? Remember the first cue. That's really important, that first one.
Okay.
From the top, everybody, thanks.
A man in a ridiculous red wig and a coat from Dorothy Perkins, yet no one bats an eyelid.
There's 2 things, really. One was meeting people in character and them accepting the character without question, which, of course, was the premise of the thing in the first place anyway, is that you tell people that you are something and they'll believe it. Doesn't make them sit up and take notice. It's sort of vaguely deathly, isn't it? It's a bit strange. We'll see what Barry says. He'll probably say, "Get it off, it's horrible."
A crowd has gathered outside, eager to catch a glimpse of Carrick Fear.
Now, this is weird. I mean, it's just...
I mean, real big rock stars have been in this limo, and you are in this limo. That's the amazing thing.
And it's all in such a short time.
Yeah.
And the thing is, up until now, nobody has heard any of the... Nobody's heard the music. Until today, nobody had seen the artist.
That's right.
It would be very easy to start believing your own hype and start thinking, you know, forget Nick Knowles and become Carrick Fear. He seems to cause a lot more interest.
Carrick Fear, did you hear that? Did you hear that name then? Carrick Fear's here, she said. Are you listening to that?
Welcome to the world of Carrick Fear.
Just 3 weeks ago, Carrick Fear was nothing more than a name we'd dreamt up. Now here he is, stepping out to face his public for the first time. Backstage, last-minute nerves. An audience of more than 2,000 waits outside. But how will they react?
They have a heart stamping.
Put your hands together. Carrick Fear. Let's hear it.
Carrick declines calls for an encore. He only knows one number. But his performance went down better than our wildest dreams. The fact that he can't dance, sing, or even mime doesn't seem to matter a great deal.
Brilliant, mate. Brilliant. We're nearly there now, yeah?
Yeah.
They loved it, didn't they? Brilliant.
Very big.
Enjoy it? You all enjoy that?
Very big. Yeah.
Right.
Well done. Well, when we came back into the VIP room, there were people trying to get in through the doors. People wanted to come in, and there were people trying to get autographs and things like that, which is very strange. And people like the track, which is nice. I mean, the extraordinary thing is we built something here from nothing, based on a concept that people would believe it. But it's actually going very well. And I suddenly find myself on the verge of a sort of a music career, which is ridiculous, really, when you think about it.
The dancing continues into the night, but we are already plotting our next move. We'll take Carrick Fear to a music industry convention in the south of France. The question now is, can we get hard-headed businessmen to invest in our star?
Yeah, you'll get a contract. I mean, I'm not saying that you'll get a Janet Jackson contract. You'd have to work a bit harder for that, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
But we can get a recording contract. We could come away from there with a deal and options on probably as many as another 15 deals worldwide. And when I say worldwide, I do mean America and places like that as well.
Off to Cannes for the biggest annual gathering of the music industry, where millions of pounds worth of business is done.
It gives us the chance to go for, say we've gone to one record company and think, no, don't like this Carrick Fear, it's dreadful. You walk 10 paces and you're on another stand and somebody says, yes, we like Carrick Fear. If we were doing this record company to record company in London, in New York, you know, Frankfurt, wherever, first of all, we'd have to make those appointments and then go and see individual companies that might be 20 miles apart.
So basically, all the people that are movers and groovers in the industry.
Buyers and sellers as well.
Are they?
Yeah. They are there with checkbooks. They are there with their lawyers.
And those are the people we're going to try and scam.
South of France, Cannes, millionaires' playground. And I've seen the millionaires about. Expensive cars, expensive hotels, some cracking yachts in the harbour as well. Everybody who is anybody in the music industry comes here every year to make deals, sign cheques, sign new artists. And by coming here, I'm following in the footsteps of Elton John, Tina Turner, Bryan Adams, you name it, they've been here. Now, if I'm going to fool the music industry, here's the place to do it. I wonder whether I can. Actually, I know a man who can.
And the artist is available for promotion in Germany?
Yeah, for promotion, and obviously, as long as expenses are covered, he's available for TV, radio interviews, press.
Totally different from what I expected.
Really?
Because we know the Radar Love, the original version, extremely well in Holland, of course.
Yeah.
It's such a classic. So you expect a driving all night, man, when on the wheel.
We're looking for a deal. 2:30.
Yeah, but when he is playing.
Oh, yeah, no,
She wanted a photograph of me to take back to Hungary. She thinks I'll be big in Hungary.
We kind of appeared at the right time because we're currently in the process of doing a Euro dance compilation. So in that respect, the timing was excellent.
You like the track?
I like the Radar Love was interesting, yeah.
But if you're interested in Radar Love for your compilation,
right now that we will take your Radar Love for a Euro dance compilation.
You will?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Let me can I just get that without any music?
That's I can comprehensively confirm that we will take Radar Love for the Eurodance compilation.
The deal is done. It takes just 2 days to get our first contract. Now Carrick is interviewed by a music journalist. With no official biography, he makes up his life story on the spot.
I met Barry in a bar in Arizona. I was playing, and he said, come back to England and be a star.
His hair was actually a lot blonder because it bleached, you know, right. Everything. So I'm thinking as this blood makeup, it's actually got a lot of the colours come back. But we, when we went down, I just started chatting, thinking I'd be having a casual chat. I never for 1 minute think I'd be spending £100,000 trying to launch an artist. I found in so far. That's the money, including the video. It is £100,000. I need to license this in a lot of territories to recoup. I mean, hopefully, if a major picks it up for me and picks up the tab, we've had a result.
Are you confident you'll do that down here?
Absolutely.
A pack of lies, but nobody bothers to check. Why let facts get in the way of a good story?
He's a very good journalist. Played him a bit and seemed to have gone all right, I think. I mean, basically, he's got a job to do. He's been asked to interview me. So I tell him everything I want to tell him, and he takes it as read. And hopefully he'll publish it now in the Medium News and maybe spread it around a bit further, and we'll get some more publicity out of it. A bit of a hairy moment, though.
Bem, estamos aqui então com o Carrick Fear. Isto é assim, imaginem alguém que vai ao Medium.
The article is published, and now television companies from across Europe clamour for interviews with Carrick Fear.
O sonho de todos os artistas que vêm ao Medium.
His new record company is clearly keen to promote its new artist. More television crews are on hand to film the formal signing of his contract. And there's even more amazing news. The record company have flown in world champion boxer Prince Nazim and will use him to ensure Carrick Fear gets maximum media attention.
First one.
Just in case the press back home aren't getting the message.
Hi, my name is Knowles. I'm a freelance journalist working down in the south of France at the moment with at the Medem conference. Now, the reason I'm calling you on the news desk is because I was at an event this afternoon with Prince Nassim Hamed.
We'd set up a boxing ring, and we got a mock fight stage actually with Carrick Fear. That's right, and Nassim.
Carrick, my man, how you doing?
Hi, how are you?
You all right?
Yeah, good.
Take a pew. You've only got a couple of seconds.
We return home to find Radar Love being played in clubs and on radio stations across Britain. Everyone seems to want to interview Carrick Fear.
Carrick Fear will be here. He's got a brand new tune out to cover the old golden earring track, Radar Love.
Reports compiled by Britain's most respected DJs and used by the industry to gauge an artist's chart potential are flooding in. And Carrick Fear is getting rave reviews. Incredibly, Radar Love is riding high in the club charts, climbing above established performers like K.D. Lang, The Specials, and even Diana Ross.
One minute you were in a bar in Arizona, the next minute you're recording a single. And you went to Cannes a couple of weeks ago. Was that last week or the week before?
Last week. We only came back.
Wow.
They only came back this weekend. It was nice for me because I got to meet some of these people like Celine Dion and played songs with a guy that writes with Stevie Wonder.
Carrick Fear has, of course, never met Celine Dion or Stevie Wonder, but when it comes to name-dropping, anything goes in the music business.
What was it like meeting Celine Dion?
Oh, she's cute.
Is she?
Yeah, she's, yeah.
Is she an attractive girl?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very attractive. She also has a very attentive boyfriend or husband. I'm not
Oh, no. Oh, no, that's not fair. Here's Radar Love.
A final public appearance for Carrick Fear, this time in front of a panel of judges at Stringfellows in London. Some of the most experienced minds in the music and entertainment industry cast a critical eye over our imposter. They don't think much of him, but it doesn't seem to matter.
Hey, this is rock and roll, that's all. This guy's got as much chance as anybody else.
It had no melody to it at all. It had the right beats. It was absolutely atrocious, so it really does stand quite a good chance. I mean, I think it could well be a big hit.
My thoughts of this record.
Oh, Ian, you've done some dog tracks in your time.
What, you mean I produced a record on you? Are you trying to get some publicity out of it?
I think it was all in great fun. I think he's got as good a chance as anybody.
This is the wonderful thing about our business, rock and roll. Anything can happen and anybody can do it.
Actually, it's a cross between Cilla Black and Adam Ant, I thought. And this performance was good. Most journalists dance like that, though.
I've seen people worse than this on Top of the Pops, and they've got away with it, and I thought he was actually quite funny.
Why not? Why not? Hey, if he walked to my door dressed like that on a quiet night, I'd let him in.
You know, in just 6 weeks, I've appeared in front of 2,500 people live. I've mixed with a glitterati at the international music set. I've been interviewed for 7 European television companies and done radio interviews, and I've even signed a small music contract. I think it's fair to say I got away with it. Time to call it a day, I think, Carrick.
Carrick! Carrick! Come back! I've got a major deal on offer.